How do you deal with Ivy Crane? A woman who would say or do anything just to get Sam back again. Even lie about him being Ethan's father.
Well, Ivy's relentless, that's for sure.
Poor Sam. The situation that he's in. You know, I would go crazy if there was a threat to my family's happiness.
I know what you mean.
Honey, you're still not upset about those pictures with Whitney and Chad at the wedding benefit, are you?
Chad just seems way too familiar with our daughter. I mean, granted, he saved her life twice, but that doesn't give him the right to expect things in return.
Honey, relax, okay? Take it easy. Whitney and Simone, they're innocent when it comes to boys. And with you as their role model, I'm sure they'll stay that way until they get married. But let's go upstairs and say goodnight to our two angels.
Mom, Dad, I have something to tell you.
Sugar Bear, you seem upset.
What's wrong?
It's about Chad. He's in the house.
Chad is here?
Well, you see, he's...
Whitney!
Get off my daughter, you bastard!
Daddy, don't hurt him!
You think you can force yourself on my girl and get away with it? Hold on.
Daddy, please!
Everybody get out of here!
Daddy, he's hurt!
Wait. What is this about Chad being hurt?
It's his side! He's bleeding!
Oh my God. That's why he fell on top of me. He was weak from losing blood.
We found him. He was half conscious and bleeding on the wharf, and he wouldn't let us take him to the hospital. That's why we brought him here.
Okay, everybody, please, just get out while I examine him.
How is he?
Well, not well, I'm afraid. Exerting himself swimming after the prom boat sank opened up his surgical incision. So besides being in pain, he's running a fever. He needs to go to the hospital.
No. Hospital. I got no insurance. And I ain't taking handouts.
The blood on the chair at the book cafe, Karen showed me and Teresa. It was Chad's.
You knew Chad was hurt, and you didn't try to help him.
I wasn't sure, Simone. I went to Chad's apartment to see if he was okay, but he pretended like everything was fine. I cannot believe I didn't realize that he was hurting, and that he had been hurting for days.
Well, how did you know where Chad lives, unless you'd been to his apartment before?
That's right, Whitney. Have you been to Chad's place before? Whitney Russell, I am waiting for an answer. How do you know where Chad lives? Have you been to his place before?
Yeah, Daddy, I have.
Prepare to be an only child.
Well, I want an explanation, young lady, and I want it now.
Mom, when we were visiting Chad at the hospital right after the accident, Jessica was candy striping, and she asked me if I could just go to his apartment and get some clothes for him to wear home. And I said yes. How could I refuse? Chad had saved my life. It was the least that I could do.
You're right, honey.
I agree with your father.
Remind me to get Jessica for trying to play matchmaker.
TC, would you go to the hospital and get some antibiotics for Chad?
Sure, honey.
I'll call ahead and have a kit waiting for you.
Okay.
Mom, are you saying Chad can stay here?
Well, if we take him to the hospital against his will and he leaves, he could just worsen his condition. I'm not happy about it at all, but I think it's probably best for Chad if we just tend to him here.
Yeah.
I mean, after all, he did save Whitney's life. Not once, but twice.
Well, I'll be back shortly.